So today is divine appearance day of Srila Advaita Acharya. So board there is verses written from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Lila, 6th chapter, the glories of Sri Advaita Acharya. So first we recite the verse, then we will start discussion. Jagata Mangala Advaita Mangala Guna Dhama Mangala Charitra Sada Mangala Jara Nama Jagata Mangala Advaita Mangala Guna Dham Mangala Charitra Sada Mangala Jaranam. Word meaning: Jagata Mangala, all auspicious for the world. Advaita, Advaita Acharya. Mangala Guna Dhama, the reservoir of all auspicious attributes. Mangala Charitra, all characteristics are auspicious. Sada, always. Mangala, auspicious. Jaranama, whose name. Translation and purport by Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation: being a reservoir of all auspicious attributes, Sri Advaita Acharya is all auspicious for the world. His characteristics, activities and name are always auspicious. Purport: Sri Advaita Prabhu, who is an incarnation of Mahavishnu, is an Acharya or teacher. All his activities and all the other activities of Vishnu are auspicious. Anyone who can view the all auspiciousness in the pastimes of Lord Vishnu also becomes auspicious simultaneously. Therefore, since Lord Vishnu is the fountainhead of auspiciousness, anyone who is attracted by the devotional service of Lord Vishnu can render the greatest service to human society. Rejected persons of the material world who refuse to understand pure devotional service as the eternal function of the living entities and as actual liberation of the living being from conditioned life become bereft of all devotional service because of their poor fund of knowledge. In the teachings of Advaita Prabhu, there is no question of fruitive activities or impersonal liberation. Bewildered by the spell of the material energy, however, persons who could not understand that Advaita Prabhu is non-different from Vishnu wanted to follow him with their impersonal conceptions. The attempt of Advaita Prabhu to punish them is also auspicious. Lord Vishnu and his activities can bestow all good fortune directly and indirectly. In other words, being favored by Lord Vishnu and being punished by Lord Vishnu are one and the same, because all the activities of Vishnu are absolute. According to some, Mangala was another name of Advaita Prabhu. As the causal incarnation of Lord Vishnu's incarnation for a particular occasions, he is the supply agent or ingredient in material nature. However, he is never to be considered material. All his activities are spiritual. Anyone who hears about and glorifies him becomes glorified himself. For such activities, free one from all kinds of misfortune. One should not invest any material contamination or impersonalism in the Vishnu form. Everyone should try to understand the real identity of Lord Vishnu, for by such knowledge one can attain the highest stage of perfection. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana-Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurubhe Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Sapadantikam Vande Aham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanitam Tang Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Visakha Nitanscha Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratise Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhevacha Patitanang Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare So, in Panchatattva, there are 5 features of Krishna. Panchatattvatmaka Krishna Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhakta Avatarang Bhaktakhyang Namami Bhakta Shaktikam. Bhakta Rupa, Lord Chaitanya himself. Bhakta Swarupa is Nityananda. And Bhakta Avatar is it? Advaitacharya, and Bhakta Shakti Gadadhar, and Bhakta, the devotee, Narada Muni, is Srivas Thakur. So, Advaita Acharya, Bhakta Avatar. Three of them in Vishnu Tattva. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu and Advaita Acharya. They are in Vishnu Tattva. When Srila Prabhupada was a student, in student life, only once in his lifetime he was in drama, he was acting in a drama, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes. And that drama Prabhupada was acted as Advaita Acharya. And that is his first time and last time in his life he has acted in a drama. But that Advaita Acharya, as a Advaita Acharya, he was acting so perfectly. He was, and he was so emotional that audience, everyone was crying. Because when Advaita Acharya is worshipping Salagram with water of Ganges and Tulsi leaves, and he was roaring, just putting two hands up, he was roaring, he was crying for Krishna to descend in this material world. So Prabhupada performed that acting is so perfectly that all audience, everyone was crying. Prabhupada also himself became so emotional, he never acted again. So, can see Advaita Acharya, is a special mercy on Srila Prabhupada. Because Narottam Das Thakur is telling, Daya karo Sitapati Advaita Gosai Tabo Kripa Vale Pai Chaitanya Nitai. Only by the mercy of Advaita Acharya, one can get the mercy of Nityananda and Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Even Srila Prabhupada in Grihastha life, or even in Vanaprastha, he was the Jayapataka Swami, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, and also the Santi Sakha Goswami there is in Santipur. They mentioned in many lectures how Prabhupada was again and again visiting Santipur. When there was no temple of ISKCON, and it was difficult to purchase a land in Mayapur. Sometimes Prabhupada was thinking we may have our headquarters in Santipur. And this puja, Santi Sakha Goswami, the local Goswamis, they telling how Prabhupada was going, and he was sitting there in front of Advaita Acharya, his Archa Vigraha, and he was chanting his rounds. He was, sometimes they saw with tears in Prabhupada's eyes, and he was praying to Advaita Acharya for his mercy. And after a few years, when Prabhupada went west and then come back, then he come back with many Western disciples. Then this temple Goswamis and all, they thought, oh, this is the same Babu. He was coming, but now he's coming so many, how Western peoples come here. So this is all, Prabhupada has strong faith and mercy of Advaita Acharya. So it is only because of Advaita Acharya this Sankirtan was coming out. We are doing street Sankirtan or in public Sankirtan. Otherwise, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was doing their Sankirtan in Sivasangan, closed door. In closed door, only the intimate associates of Gauranga Mahaprabhu was getting the chance for this Sankirtan, for this Kirtan. But it is, in Mahaprakash Lila, it is Advaita Acharya asked the boon to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that, O Mahaprabhu, Advaita balaye jadi bhakti bilaiba Stri Sudra Adi Jata Murkhere se diva. He asked Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, O Lord, Supreme Lord, if you want to distribute this Krishna Kirtan or Krishna Prem to everyone, so it is my request, Stri, to the women's Sudra, and Jata Murkha, even the illiterate, the most fallen peoples, you must divide, and you should distribute this Krishna Prem or this Sankirtan to everyone. This is my boon, this is my request. Please give me this boon. So because Lord Chaitanya granted the boon of Advaita Acharya, so then he started street Sankirtan. Then he come and went to Kaji's house, the big Sankirtan movement started. So Advaita Acharya, he appeared in 1434 AD, and he disappeared in 1539, about more than 105 years he was in this planet. And he appeared in this planet before 60 years before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. He was so elderly. And because he appeared, then it is mentioned in Chaitanya Bhagavat that it is because of his roaring of Advaita Acharya. So, because Advaita Acharya was roaring and crying for Lord Chaitanya to descend. So this is the only cause. In Chaitanya Bhagavat it is mentioned that this crying of Advaita Acharya, praying of Advaita Acharya to Lord Chaitanya as the cause for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance. But in Chaitanya Charitamrita we see Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami in more detail. He described about the external causes, internal causes, and the immediate causes. Immediate causes is Chaitanya and the Advaita Acharya. Because it is, there is all background field was there, but it is because Advaita Acharya was crying, seeing the suffering of these fallen conditioned souls and for their deliverance. So Lord immediately appeared. So anyhow, so is Lord Advaita Acharya, as mentioned here, Prabhupada mentioned in his purport, he is incarnation of Mahavishnu. And Chaitanya Bhagavat Vrindavan, this is Mahavishnu, his incarnation, is mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita. But in Chaitanya Bhagavat, Vrindavan Das Thakur says, his incarnation of Lord Shiva. Because when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu one time visited in Santipur, on the day of Madhavendra Puri's disappearance, and there was such a huge arrangement. Lakhs of people are taking prasadam, everyone chanting, dancing. So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was told that this is not the activities of a human being. Unless it looks to me that Advaita Acharya, you are non-different from Lord Shiva, Shankar, Sakhyat Shankar. So you are Lord Shiva himself. So that's why Vrindavan Das Thakur mentioned him as Lord Shiva, and here is mentioned as Mahavishnu. The biographer of Advaita Acharya is Isham Thakur. He wrote Advaita Prakash, and that's why he mentioned in the beginning that he is a combined form of Sadashiva and Mahavishnu. Because seeing the suffering of the humanity, so Vaishnavanang Jatha Sambhu, Lord Shiva became very compassionate. And he was thinking how these fallen conditioned souls could deliver. So he just sat down and he meditated on Supreme Lord. So because of a long time he was in meditation, so being satisfied, Mahavishnu appeared in front of him. Then when Mahavishnu appeared in front of them, Lord Shiva's meditation broke. But when he looked each other, then they both embraced each other. When they embraced, Sadashiva and Mahavishnu, that combined form appeared. This is called Advaita Acharya. He is Advaita because he is non-different from Hari, he is non-different from Krishna. He is a Vishnu Tattva, there is general no difference. We should not find any distinction between Vishnu Tattvas. So he is a combined form because he is Hari himself, Lord himself, that's why he is known as Advaita. No Dvaita, there is no two, only he is Lord, Supreme Lord himself. because he is acting as a devotee, as an acharya, acharya bhakti sanksanath, because he was preaching this bhakti cult, pure devotional service. He is an acharya. So that's why he is known as Advaita Acharya. Both. He is a Supreme Lord and also he is Bhakta Avatar. He is incarnation of devotee, incarnated as a devotee. So that's why he is known as Advaita Acharya. So he appeared in Navagram in Sihat district, now in Bangladesh. So he appeared as the son of Kubera Mishra and Labha Devi. Kubera Mishra was a great devotee of Sadashiva. Both wife and husband, they are worshipping Lord Shiva, Lord Sadashiva, and asking for a son. After a long time of their prayers, Lord Shiva became pleased. Then in dream, he told that I will appear as your son, don't worry. So after in the meantime, Labha Devi became pregnant, and in this Magha Shukla Saptami Tithi, the Saptami Tithi, today 7th of in this it is waxing moon, or in the 7th day. So he appeared as the son of Labha Devi and Kubera Mishra. So his early name was Kamalakhya. The parents, they gave name as Kamalakhya. And his, as Prabhupada mentioned here in this verse, Mangala Taranam, one of his name is also Mangala, all auspicious. So from early education, because Kubera Mishra was Raj Pandit, he was a spiritual master to the king. The local king was Divasanga Dev. So this king's son and also Advaita Acharya, Kamalakhya, they are going together to school. They are teaching, same teacher teaching them. But one time when we were going to school, in the way there is a Kali temple. So the king's son was paying obeisances, but he marked that Advaita Acharya is not paying obeisances. He told Kamalakhya, why you are not paying obeisance? Jagat, he is the mother of the entire universe. Everyone paying obeisances, but I mark, you are just simply standing. But Advaita Acharya told, I pay obeisances only one person, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. By paying obeisances to Krishna, I pay obeisances to everyone. There is no need for me. But the king, then this king's son tried to chastise Advaita. Then immediately he himself fell down on the ground and fainted. Then everyone was crying, that they saw that practically he was died. So Advaita Acharya told, don't worry, I will making him alive again. He brought some salagram charanamrita and tulsi, gave in his mouth, woke up. Same again, and the same type of incident happened one time. They are going to for a festival, for festivities, and king was there, his father was there, king's son was there, and Advaita Acharya also is there. Then same thing, Advaita Acharya, they all pay obeisance and not pay obeisance. But when king himself told, why you not paying obeisances, Kamalakhya? But his father, then he was not listening to king, he was just looking at what his father did. But then his father also became angry. He told, hey, you are not even so proud, you are not listening even to the king. You are not listening to anyone. I am telling, pay obeisances. So because he was thinking, is my father anyhow, he just pay obeisances, then immediately the Kali deity cracked. It becomes small pieces just everywhere. Then everyone was shouting, what happened, what happened? With a big noise, this Kali's deity disappeared, because he cannot, Kali, this Vigraha, it is his own Shakti, own energy. How can he tolerate the obeisances of Advaita Acharya, Mahavishnu? Then Advaita Acharya After that, he was, when everyone was shouting here, there, Advaita Acharya disappeared from there. His father and mother, everyone searching, but they could not get again. Advaita Acharya just disappeared from there, and he came to Shantipur. Then he came to other. Then he started study with a teacher. He accepted a teacher, and he started studying Sanskrit and different scriptures, and he got a title. I am going very brief. Getting title from his guru as Veda Panchanana. He defeated many Digvijayis. Even one Digvijayi, Shyamdas, was defeated by him. Even like Lord Chaitanya defeated whom? Kesava Kashmiri. Like Advaita Acharya also defeated Digvijay Pandit. There are so many stories wherein in school, one time they are traveling just beside a lake. There are so many lotus flowers everywhere. But in that lake, there are so many snakes and thorns, all these things, so no one could go and collect the flowers. The teacher was telling, look, so many nice lotus there, they should be offered to the Krishna, and no one could collect these flowers. Advaita Acharya was small, he was a student, and he told, oh sir, I can go, I can collect. He told, no, don't go, there are so many snakes. But Advaita Acharya just walk on the leaves, on the leaves of lotus leaves, and went and collected flowers and gave to the teacher. He told, you know some magic or what? How you are walking on the lotus petals and on the lotus leaves? Anyhow, Advaita Acharya told, oh, this is your mercy. If I will get mercy from you, you are my spiritual master, you are my teacher, so everything is possible. Actually, Advaita, then in this way he kept after finishing his education. Then he sent the message to his parents also. In the meantime, his parents, they got that because they are crying and before Lord Shiva, and they saw a dream that one Brahman was telling them, don't worry about your son. Your son is not ordinary. He is still alive. He is the Supreme Lord himself. You will get message very soon. So Advaita Acharya and his parents, they met each other. But after a few years, his parents left this material world. They left their body, they died. So Advaita Acharya started traveling all over India, different pilgrimages. In course of his traveling, finally he arrived in Vrindavan. He came to Vrindavan, and you see Advaita Bhatta. How many have seen the Advaita Bhatta? Some peoples. And they just this Dvadasaditya Tila Madan Mohan temple, down there is one small temple, ashram. There is Advaita Bhatta. There is one banyan tree. He said that Advaita Acharya was staying underneath that tree. He was staying there. Then Advaita Acharya was staying in Vrindavan and doing his bhajan. And so Madan Mohan come to his dream. Actually, who first worshipped Madan Mohan? It mentioned, some place it mentioned that Bajranath himself, he carved the three deities, Madan Mohan, Govinda, Gopinath. Some place it mentioned the deity Madan Mohan was deity of Kubja. Anyhow, somehow. So the deity come in dream, and he told Advaita Acharya, you should worship me. Long time I am waiting for you. So finally in Dvadas Aditya Tila, Advaita Acharya got the deity of Madan Mohan, and he started worshipping. He made a small, cut a fast, then a small temple, and he worshipping Madan Mohan there. And he was very happy. He was traveling every day doing parikrama, and he was chanting and doing Madan Mohan's worship. And suddenly one day he was got a voice from the sky. He's telling, now it's time for go back to Navadip. You have service there. You just left this deity in Mathura with Parasuram Chube. Mathura in Parasuram Chube's house. From there, who brought Sanatana Goswami brought the deity. So you left there, but Advaita Acharya did not want to go from Vrindavan. But this is Lord's instruction. What can he do? He told you take a painting from Sevakunj and go with this Krishna painting and worship him in Navadip. So anyhow, in this finally Advaita Acharya was forced to leave Vrindavan, and he went to Navadip. And Navadip, he saw the situations around, how the peoples are worshipping only Kali, and they pay meat eaters, they are drunkards. No one was taking the name of Lord Vishnu, no one is doing bhakti, his devotional service, no one performing, so he became very morose. He was praying to the Lord, please descend, unless you come yourself, O Krishna, it is impossible to deliver these peoples. When he was thinking like, then he was thinking, how can it is possible very quickly to make this Supreme Lord descend in this world. Then he saw one particular verse from Gautamiya Tantra. That is mentioned that Tulasi dala matrena jalena chulukena va vikriditan tadatmanang bhaktebhya bhakta vatsala. If someone worship Salagram Shila as Vishnu with the water of Ganges with tulasi leaves, then Lord Krishna, who is known as Bhakta Vatsala, Sadhava Hrudaya Mayang Sadhunang Hrudayitu Aham Mat Anyate na Jananti Nahang Tebhyo Managapi. I am always in the heart of my devotee, and my devotee also always living within my heart. Tumar Hrudaya Sina Govinda Visram Govinda Kahena Mara Vaishnava Paran. So anyhow, so he saw this particular verse that Vikriditam Tadatmanang Bhaktebhya Bhakta. Lord Krishna himself sold himself, he become the property of the devotee who worshipping with Salagram with Tulsi and Gangajal. Then he started worshipping Salagram Shila with Ganges water and Tulsi leaves every day. And in the meantime, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared as the son of Mother Sachi and Jagannath Mishra. They have also another elder brother of Vishwambhara. His name was Vishwarup. Vishwarup was actually he was also a expansion of Nityananda Balaram. He is also Shankar's son. So he was going for learning the Gita, Bhagavat, all these things to Advaita Acharya. He was going to the Advaita Acharya school. So Advaita Acharya, two houses, one in Santipur, one also in Mayapur. So that was just nearby to Jogapeti. You see in Shiva Sangan, there is also Advaita house and Gadadhara house there. So, but he was so completely merged in the studying. He was so intensely engaged in study, he forgot about his eating. Who? Vishwarup. Sometimes Sachi sent this little Nimai with 2.5 years, a small boy. Go and bring your brother here, because he was 4 years older than Nimai. So this little Nimai will go, but he was very specially looked towards whom? Advaita Acharya. Advaita Acharya told him, who is this boy? Then Vishwarup will tell him, my younger brother. He's told, I have seen so many beautiful child like him. I saw so many, but I never attracted to any human child. But this particular child is specially looking me in such a way, I am attracted to him. He is looking and smiling to me and looking at me. Advaita Acharya was thinking, maybe this is maybe Supreme Lord himself. How I am attracted to him. But Nimai will go and just caught the hand of Vishwarup and bring him back to home. In this way, Advaita Acharya is thinking, maybe. Then he comes that maybe this little boy Nimai definitely is Krishna himself. Otherwise, how he attracting my mind? Because of my prayer. He was in doubt, but he was not. But still he is worshipping deity. He is worshipping Salagram and Tulsi and Ganga Jal. One time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as Nimai Pandit, after coming back from Gaya, where he was manifested himself as the Supreme Lord in Sankirtan pastime, start one time with Gadadhar Pandit, Nimai went and they went to the place where Advaita Acharya was worshipping, Babala in Santipur, a particular place in the bank of Ganges. So Mahaprabhu with Gadadhar Pandit, they went. Advaita Acharya was worshipping to Salagram Shila with Ganges water and Tulsi leaves. He was standing in the back of Advaita Acharya. Nimai was standing and Gadadhar was standing there. Then Advaita Acharya, that day when he was meditating, always in meditation, Krishna came in his meditation, but today there is no Krishna. Krishna is not coming in his meditation, he was trying. But now he saw this Nimai is coming in dream, in meditation. Why the Nimai is coming? I am not why Krishna? But he was, again he tried to meditate, but only this Nimai is coming in his meditation. Then suddenly he just looked back, I saw that he is standing. There's Nimai and Gadadhar both standing. Advaita Acharya, that day he was not worship the Salagram. Whatever the ingredients he took for his worship, all the Ganges water, all the tulsi leaves and all the flowers, chandan, everything. He just wash the feet of Nimai and put all the tulsis and all the flowers on the feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Gadadhar was just bringing his tongue out, and he was just with his teeth cutting the tongue. What you are doing? He is a small boy, you are such an old man. Why you are worshipping Nimai? Advaita told, don't worry. Gadadhar, time will come, very soon, you will understand who is this boy. Mahaprabhu was in a trance, he was not telling anything. Then Advaita just bind up everything, put everything in his cloth, then he left to his house in Santipur. Then he told, if he is my Lord, then he definitely call me to come to you. In this way, Advaita Acharya finishes worship of Salagram. He was in his house, then he was doing Sankirtan with Haridas Thakur and other devotees. Then Mahaprakash Leela, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started every day Kirtan in Srivas Thakur's house. In night time, whole night there is Kirtan. But Mahaprabhu was he was not pleased, he was little disturbed because Advaita Acharya not coming. So one day he called the brother of Srivas Thakur. He told, Ramai, you should go. Ramai, you should go to Santipur. Call this Nada Buddha. Nada Buddha to come here. He roared like anything and cry and pray for me to descend. I descend for him. But he is now there. Go and bring him here. Tell him I am calling him. So then Ramai Pandit went to Santipur. Then he told to Advaita Acharya what has happened. Every day there is nice kirtan, every day, whole night there is kirtan. Nityananda came here. Nityananda, Gadadhar and Srivas and all devotees, they are doing kirtan. You should come. But Advaita Acharya, he knows, but he still is just dancing and chanting, Gauranga, 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 Gauranga's name. And but he told, okay. The Ramaya Pandit told, not you alone, your wife, Sita Devi also come. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave me order, don't bring alone. To whom? Advaita. You should bring his wife Sita also. So finally the both couple, that Sita Devi and Advaita, that they got prepared. They come with Sri Ramaya Pandit from Santipur to Mayapur. Then before reaching Srivas Thakur's house, far little, they like 1 kilometer away from there, he told to, Advaita told to Ramaya Pandit, he told, hey, you just go alone. You tell this Nimai that Buddha did not come. This old man did not, this Advaita Acharya did not come. I told him, but he did not come. If he is actually the Supreme Lord, I will hide somewhere. He could know where I am and should call me again. So in this way, like Nityananda also hiding in Nandanacharya's house. So Advaita Acharya also hid there. He went to there, he was hiding there. Then he told, okay. So, but Ramaya Pandit just coming to the door, Mahaprabhu was in Abes as a Supreme Lord. So when Ramaya Pandit came, just came touching the door, Mahaprabhu shouted, this guy, this Advaita, this old man, he taught you to tell that, did not come, go and bring him. He is in Nandanacharya's house. Bring him from there. So immediately, Ramaya Pandit, he told Advaita Acharya, you just, I just got chastised by, before I am reaching there, I am just shouted. Mahaprabhu was shouted that you are hiding here. He told me, go and bring him here. So now Advaita Acharya could understand. He is the Supreme Lord, for whom I was praying and crying and worshipping Salagram. He already appeared. So Advaita Acharya, then with his wife Sita, then they come to Srivasangan, to Srivas Thakur's house. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, just like a madman, he was just chanting Nada, 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 Nada. What is Nada? Mentioned Chaitanya many times. Nada Buddha. Why Nada? Nara. Actually, he is incarnation of Narayana. He is incarnation of Mahavishnu. So because he was, and who is so, everyone asking, what is Nada? Nada, what is mean? Then Mahaprabhu just explained what is Nara. He is Narayana. He is Nara. He is this. I was sleeping in my abode in Ananta Sajiya. Then this Nara Buddha shouted again and again and prayed for me to come down. So Advaita Acharya appeared there. Then Advaita Acharya desired to see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as Krishna. Told, if he is my Lord, then when I pay obeisances, he will show me his divine, that form, to whom I always meditate. Ekala Ishwara Krishna are sab Vritya. Only the Supreme Personality of Godhead is Krishna. And so others, including Balaram and what is there next, all the Vishnu Tattva, they are all Vritya, means his servant. Advaita Acharya also always think himself as, he was thought himself as a servant of Lord. Chaitanyara Dasamai, Chaitanyara Das. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so he was in this, and Chaitanya Charita, and Chaitanya Bhagavat very nicely described how, immediately knowing the mind of Advaita Acharya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was manifested his divine form. There is a Kadamba tree, divine Kadamba tree, peacocks are they are singing, and like the divine Vrindavan appeared there. Vrindavan Dham was appeared there. And he saw underneath this Kadamba tree, Krishna was standing and playing his flute. And he saw Nityananda Prabhu was standing as a Balaram, Gadadhar was standing as Radharani. So he saw in Dakhine Nitaya Chand Bame Gadadhar. So he saw this divine form. Then immediately Advaita Acharya fainted. He fainted and also Sita Devi. Then Mahaprabhu himself asked him to get up. Then Mahaprabhu himself touched him. Then he woke up. Then he started praying. Nice his prayers, Advaita Acharya's prayers to Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Then Chaitanya Bhagavat, whole chapter. So in this way, Advaita Acharya met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He saw his divine form. And then from that day, he started coming to everyday night, Sri Vasangan for Sankirtan. And when they are doing Sankirtan, then in Mahaprakash Lila, then when Mahaprabhu was giving boon to everyone, he also asked Advaita Acharya to ask, to give some boon. Then Advaita Acharya asked this, you must take this Kirtan, Sankirtan, that is you are performing here in Sivasangan, in a closed door, with among only on your internal devotee, intimate devotees. It should go to the street. Everyone, you should distribute this Krishna Prem to everyone. And it is because of Advaita Acharya, so that's why we get this Krishna Prem. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. There is unlimited pastimes of Advaita Acharya. Advaita Acharya was very thinking that he was an elderly person, so that's why Mahaprabhu always tried to touch his feet. He was thinking he is like my spiritual master. But Advaita Acharya was not happy. He was not happy. So one time he went to Santipur, then he was in Santipur, he was preaching the philosophy of Mayavad, the Yoga Vasishtha. He was preaching there. He was telling knowledge is supreme than bhakti. What is devotion? Nothing, devotion is nothing. Knowledge is everything. Sajujya Mukti is the goal of life. In this way he was. When Lord Chaitanya heard about this, Chaitanya took Nityananda, he himself ran from Mayapur to Santipur, 40 kilometers. He went there and seeing the Mahaprabhu, he was again loudly shouting, hey, what is this? What is bhakti? Because he wanted to be chastised by Lord Chaitanya. Intentionally he is doing this. So Mahaprabhu became, if you want to preach this jnana, then why you just bring me from my abode? He became angry and just took Advaita Acharya just catch it hold and just put him down. So in this way, in front of everyone, Sita Devi was chastised. Who told, oh, this Buddha, this old man maybe die. Oh, don't chastise him, don't punish him. But Advaita Acharya started dancing. He told, yes, now you chastise me, you accepted me as your servant. Now always you accept me like this. So in this way, there's so many pastimes. So it is already time. So I stop here because 9 o'clock. So otherwise there's so many pastimes. Advaita Acharya is unlimited pastimes. So Daya Karo Sitapati Advaita Gosai Tava Kripa Bale Pai Chaitanya Nitai. Nitai Gaur Sitanath Premanande Hari Hari Bol. In Bengal they added Gaur Nitai Gaur Sitanath Advaita Acharya, because the three of them they are in Vishnu Tattva. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki